Hey YouTube family, what's going on? Hope you guys are all doing well. Come check this out. Man, this is cool. Don't mind the mess in here. I just scored the sweet 333 from West Creek and got it off Amazon as a return. I don't know why people return these, man. This thing is absolutely mint. It's really cool. It's got a pearl blue finish on it. You see all that metallic in there? And the neck is matched on these. On the blue one, the neck is the same color. Anyway, this is not what I wanted to show you, although I will do a video on this once it's done, but it had a few inconsistent frets, so I thought I'd do a fret leveling. Now, I don't mind fret levels. I was talking to a friend of mine, he's like, I hate fret leveling, you gotta tape up the whole fretboard and blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? You don't have to tape up the fretboard to do a fret level, because your leveling bar never touches your fretboard, right? It just runs on top of the frets. Your fretboard's perfectly safe. It's going to get dirty, but I always clean mine anyway. Now, I guess if you had just cleaned your fretboard and then you realize, oh, I have unlevel frets, but that seems to be like counterproductive. You should check that first, I would say. I don't know. So I never taped a fretboard to run the leveling bar, and I don't tape the fretboard to crown either. So if you have a good crowning file, the crowning file is not going to cut into your board. It's only going to ride on the edges of your fret to give it that crown. It's not even going to take any meat off the top. So I got that. I got some good crowning files. But now I want to take the tool marks off of these frets. And the way I do that is with a whole bunch of sandpaper and a little, like kind of a foam block, and I just run back and forth. Now I got to tape up the fretboard. That's the thing I hate doing a fret leveling, is taping up this friggin' fretboard. So watch this. I just discovered a new way to tape up a fretboard. I'm going to do this real time, all right? Watch this. Don't look away. Don't look away. Here it comes. Ready? Boom, done. Man, I was just telling my wife the other day, I should go see my buddy who's got a CNC machine and come up with some kind of fretboard cover device that would allow me just to polish my frets and not have to tape my friggin' fretboard. That's the thing that takes the longest. And lo and behold, it already exists. Musicnomad. And this is an Epiphone, I guess. I don't know what the E stands for. 24.75 scale. So I got this on Amazon. I don't even remember what I typed in. I think I typed in like fretboard protector or I don't know, fret polish guard or something. And I found this thing and I thought, oh, this has got to be garbage. There wasn't a whole lot of reviews on it. So I don't know if there's a lot of people that use this, but man, I love this thing. So you just put it on, and then you take these little elastics, hook them around the tabs. It's hard to do with one hand. Pass them underneath to the other tab, and then it kind of just pulls this taut. This is really thin. Really thin. It's not much thicker than tape, I'll tell you that. Look at that. It's super thin. And so yeah, and it fits absolutely perfectly. The only thing that sticks out is the fret. Love it. So let me show you this. So you just put the elastics on, and now I can take my, I start with 600 grit and just take the tool marks out. Go like this. Have to worry about anything. Then I go to 800. So I've already crowned these frets. I'm just really taking the tool marks out, but this little technique helps kind of round those out even more. So it's all good. And then I go to 1500 or 1000, whatever I have. I have 1500. I'm at 1000. So, and then I go to 2000 or 2500. Whatever I happen to have. And lastly, 3000. And you've noticed this thing hasn't moved. And I don't have to reapply the tape every time the tape gets wore or ripped or whatever. So, man, I don't know. You guys might think differently, but this thing is a huge time saver. Love it. I take my steel wool and then I polish. As opposed to up and down, now I go across the fret. And I just keep doing that to every single one until I feel that any amount of friction is gone. And you're not going to hurt this thing. This is stainless steel, 8/1000ths of an inch thick. It's got 22 slots. I guess if you had 24 frets, it wouldn't be much good, but it works great for this. Now, the weird thing is, on Amazon, it says not made for Gibson guitars. Well, this 333 is based on a 335, which is a Gibson guitar, and it fits great. So I don't know why they say that. But anyway, that's what it says. It says not made for Gibson guitars. But I love this thing, man. It's great. And no, Musicnomad did not sponsor this video. They didn't send me this for free. I bought them myself. And it was like $70 after taxes, like 65 bucks I think they were when I bought them. So some people might think you're crazy spending 65 bucks on that. Well, you know what? Every time I do a fretboard, this thing saves me like 45 minutes of freaking taping, cutting, peeling the tape off and all this stuff. So to me, it's the best 70 bucks I've ever spent. I love this thing. I got one that's 24.75 and I have another one which is 25.5, so I can do all my guitars. So yeah, just fantastic. Once you're done with the steel wool, you just pass the vacuum, clean up all the little, little files, take the elastics off, and your tape job comes off quick. And you are left with perfect frets. Not a tool mark, not a scuff, just awesome. Now, like I said, fretboard's dirty, but not once I'm done cleaning it. So yeah, this little tool, I can do a fret level, crown, and polish in 30 minutes. It's ridiculous. Love it. I don't know where this has been all my life, but man, I'm glad I found it. I didn't even know this existed, so I figured there's some of you out there who don't know it exists either. Anyway, I thought I'd share it. Anything that I like, or anything that I really don't like, I'll share. And I pay for all this stuff, so I could care less, about hurting the manufacturer's feelings. But I gotta say, Musicnomad, they just make guitar work easy, man. It's awesome. So this is called the Musicnomad Fret Shield Fretboard Protector, and it comes in a bunch of different sizes there for different makes and models of guitar. But for me, I just had the 24 3/4 and the 25.5, and they fit. These are all medium jumbo frets, on the M-Muses and on the 333s and on most of my guitars, and this fits just perfectly. And if your frets are narrow, it'll fit too. It'll just expose a tiny bit of the fretboard, but because of the 8/1000ths of an inch thickness, you're never going to touch the fretboard when you're polishing. Like, it'll never even touch it. So yeah, so there you go. Quick, efficient, and man, what a time saver. All right, that's it for me. You guys take care, God bless, and I'll see you in another video.